All right, hello and welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be giving you a full step-by-step, complete beginner breakdown on how to set up a high converting Facebook and Instagram ads campaign for car detailers. Now, this is specifically for car detailers, but it also does relate to other service-based businesses, okay? So let's get straight into it. Now, before we begin, okay, the most important thing for you to understand is that you need to have a Facebook business page and a Instagram business page, okay? Now, both of these profiles, they need to be set up and optimized, and they need to have at least some active posts, all right? You need to be posting consistently. You need to have at least probably 6 to 10 active posts or recent posts on your profiles, okay? Now, the main reason for this is because if we start running Facebook and Instagram ads, okay, and then someone clicks on your ad and then they go back to your Facebook profile, they go back to your Instagram profile, and it's a blank slate. There's nothing there. It's not optimized correctly. Then guess what? Your conversion rates are going to go down because the trust is going to decrease. Okay. We need to ensure that we create as much trust and as much social proof as possible for the potential customer so that they actually, want to actually use your services. Okay. And the way you do this is you just make sure that you're posting regularly. Okay. That your profile is optimized. You have a bio, you have a nice profile photo, either a photo of yourself, either a photo of your logo, okay? And you've got some reviews and some testimonials on your profile somewhere, okay? And this is going to help you when it comes to spending money on paid ads, okay? You want to try to capitalize on every single dollar that you're spending, okay? Try to make as much out of it as possible, right? So you need to ensure your profiles are set up. Cool. So the first thing you need to do, okay, is you need to have a Meta Business Suite, all right? And then your Meta Business Suite is what controls your Facebook page and your Instagram page, okay? And you can also access what we call the Ads Manager. Now, the Ads Manager is where you build out the campaigns, all right? This is done on a desktop or a laptop, okay? You definitely don't want to do this setup on a mobile, although you can boost posts, you can set up ads. It's just not as easy to navigate. You can't get all of the elements that you need, and in my opinion, it's just you're going to set yourself up for failure, okay? So get yourself access to a laptop, a desktop, so that we can build this out properly. Now, this is not hard to do, okay? This is easy to do. I'm going to break it down as simple as possible. And I'm telling you right now, these campaigns can generate you hundreds and also thousands of dollars, all right, if they're set up correctly. So I work with clients, and we've managed to do 8 times ROAS, meaning they've put like $1 in, they're getting $8 out, okay? So for example, I was working with a client just recently, and they spent $500 on ads in 1 month. Okay, they were able to generate like $10,000 from those ads. So it's a very good return on investment. Okay, but the thing is, you can waste a lot of money with Facebook and Instagram ads, so it needs to be set up correctly. Okay, so definitely stay until the end of this video so you understand the full process, because it's super important. There are a few little key important parts of setting up this campaign that can make or break your full campaign, and it could be the reason why you're losing money. Okay, so first thing we want to do is come to business.meta.com, okay? And this is where you can log into your Meta Business account and connect your Facebook page and your Instagram page, okay? Now, I've already done this, so I'm just going to go straight to my Facebook page, okay? And inside my Facebook page, this is my Facebook business page. You can see on the left-hand side here, we have a couple different options. What we want to look for is the Meta Business Suite. So if you already have a Facebook business page, okay, you just need to come to your Meta Business Suite, all right? And then once you're inside your Meta Business Suite, okay, you should see your Facebook and your Instagram page connected. If not, then what you want to do is just make sure you connect up your Instagram account. There should be a little section here where you can connect it up. Otherwise, I'll show you in a moment another area where you can connect your Instagram to your business suite so that we can start running the ads on both Facebook and Instagram, because these days I say Facebook ads, but I really do mean Facebook and Instagram ads. Cool. So on the left here, you'll see a bunch of different categories or options that you can select from. You can actually go to, your planner. You can plan out content. Okay. You've got insights. You've got inbox where you can talk to, have conversations with both Instagram and Facebook. You've got a lead center where you can actually look at the leads coming into your business and you can have a pipeline, etc. I don't use that. I use another CRM, which I'll talk about later. And you've got monetization if you want to monetize, and then ads here. Now, we don't want to click on this section where it says ads because it's going to take us to an area inside the Meta Business Suite where we set up the ads. But in fact, we want to set up the ads in something called the Ads Manager, which is another asset inside or under the umbrella of the whole Meta ecosystem. Now, it can be quite confusing, but follow along, pay attention. I'm going to try and make it as simple as possible. Cool. So what we want to do is we want to go to the business portfolio. Okay. Now I've got a bunch of different business portfolios. The business portfolio is the overarching portfolio that manages all the assets. And an asset is an Instagram page, a Facebook page, an ad manager account, a pixel or a data source. And also, there are a couple other things that can be managed under the business portfolio. The business portfolio is just the top ranking, kind of controller of everything. All right. Now you can see I've got a bunch of different business portfolios. Some of them are clients. But what you want to do is if you haven't created a business portfolio already, just go create business portfolio. Now I've created a bunch of different business portfolios, so I'm not going to create another one, but just go create business portfolio. And then what you want to do is just click the settings under the business portfolio, and it's going to take you to the business portfolio section. Now, inside here, this is where you can do a bunch of cool stuff that to control all the assets inside of your Meta ecosystem. All right. So basically, you've got users, right, where you can add people and you can give people permissions to help you with some of the assets. Maybe you want someone to help you with your Facebook page. Maybe you want someone to help you with your Instagram. Maybe you want someone to help you with your ads. You can bring them in here as an external sort of source or person to help you work on your account. And then if we go down, we can see pages. Okay, this is the Facebook pages that this business portfolio currently owns. Okay, you can see this business portfolio owns my auto clean detailing page. We can see ad accounts. Okay, this is where you're going to create an ad account. Now, if you don't see any ad accounts in here already, you're going to need to create a new one. Now, even if you've boosted a post in the past or you've made it, run an ad randomly in the past, you're probably going to have an ad account in here already. What I recommend, let's just start from scratch, create a brand new ad account so that we can have a clean slate to work from. Okay, so there's the ad accounts, a few other things, and there's also our Instagram account here as well. Now, when you go and connect an Instagram account, what would typically happen is you go add, and then it's just going to prompt you to connect your Instagram account here. If you haven't already, you've got to agree, and then Instagram's going to bring up a login. You just got to log in so that you can connect your Instagram account, right? So really important that we connect Instagram and Facebook. And then next, what we want to do is we want to go into the ad account. Okay. Now, if you don't see any ad accounts in here, you just want to go add. Right? And we want to create a new ad account. There are a couple different options here. You can claim an existing ad account, right? If you have one already, or you can request to share an ad account. We're not going to bother with those. We just want to create a new ad account. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and create a new ad account because I've already created tons of ad accounts in the past. Okay. What I'm going to do is just work on this test ad account here that I've created before, right? Now, to actually get to the ads manager to work on this ad account that we have, right? So we want to come to all tools, and then we want to come to ads manager just here, right? So we click on that. It's going to open up a new tab. Now we are inside of our ads manager. Now you want to make sure you are on the right ad account. Okay. So you come down here, look at the business portfolio. You'll probably only have one. Okay. Now, like I said, I want to work on that test ad account. So here's a test ad account. I'm going to work on that. Let's open it up. Okay. And now we can start working on this ad account. Now, what you're probably not going to see this is probably going to say create new campaign. Okay. So we want to start and create a new campaign, right? So if you already have a campaign in here, to create a new campaign, just go create. Otherwise, just say create campaign. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll go create. Click this here. Now, this is really important, okay? every step from here on out is really important to having the highest converting campaign possible, having the most like sort of high performing campaign. Now, I've been running Facebook ad, Instagram ads over the last couple of years for multiple different locations around the US, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, okay, and I know exactly what is performing well for car detailers. This campaign, I guarantee, will get you cheap leads and they'll be decent quality as well, all right? So now, we want to click a lead campaign. Now, I want you to understand Facebook's very good at delivering you the results that you want or the objective that you want, okay? If you just want awareness for your brand or your business, Facebook's just going to give you awareness. They're not going to give you people who are going to convert and become a booking. If you want traffic, same deal, okay? Engagement. If you want engagement, Facebook's just going to send your ad out to people who are likely to click and comment and like, but not necessarily likely to become a customer or pay for your car detailing services. Okay. So we want to do leads because that's what we want. We want leads. Now, AI, Facebook, Instagram, they're going to give us leads. So we're going to continue. Cool. Now, this is also important. Facebook's going to prompt you to suggest that you should do the recommended settings. We don't want to do that. We want to do manual settings. We want to be able to have control over the whole campaign and everything that we want to do inside of the campaign. Okay, so we'll go manual leads campaign and we'll go continue. Cool. So this is the inside of a campaign, right? This is what it looks like. Now, I want you to pay attention to this here. There are 3 different sections, okay? One's called New Leads Campaign, one's called New Leads Ad Set, and the last one is called New Leads Ad. Now, these are all very important, okay? The first section, which is the section we're in right now, is a New Leads Campaign. So this is the campaign level inside of your campaign. This controls the ad set and the ads, okay? The ad set is where you can target the location. It's where you can set up some budget. It's where you create the actual conversion location. And it's also the targeting audience as well is done inside of the ad set. And then the ad itself is the creative or the image, the video, the copy, and also the call to action as well, where you want to take the lead after they've clicked on your ad. Okay, so those are the 3 different levels inside of the campaign. Now, inside of each campaign, you can have multiple ad sets targeting multiple different locations, and you can have multiple ads under each ad set that are different variations and different creators, okay? And that gives you the ability to test. Now, one of the most important things when it comes to running paid ads, any sort of paid advertising, is testing. You need to become a scientist. You need to test and measure because things are constantly changing. Things are constantly getting better, improving. So you need to manage and test and see what works. Okay. If one ad's not performing, don't go, oh, this is wrong. It's just not for me. Test another ad, okay? Because the next one you test might be the one that absolutely crushes it. Now, in this video, I'm going to actually give you some access to some high-performing ad creatives and some examples that you can sort of go away and copy. Or if you want, you can just use the ones that I'm going to give you access to, okay? But bear in mind, there might be a bunch of other detailers using the same ads, which is probably not ideal, okay? In fact, I recommend create your own ads, but similar style to what I'm going to show you. All right, so the New Leads Campaign, right? You want to name this something, okay? Make sure you name it. It can just be like leads, car detailing campaign, right? Leads for car detailing campaign. Okay. Now, under this, there's really not too much you need to change. Okay. You don't need to do anything here. Auction, the buying type is auction, leave it as auction. Campaign objective is leads. Okay. Advantage, campaign budget. This just means, do you want the campaign to be spending your daily budget, or do you want the ad sets to be spending your daily budget? So an example of this is if you have multiple ad sets under the campaign, you could have the campaign optimizing and spending the budget based on which ad set is working and performing the best, or you can have the budget being spent on an ad set level, which means that each ad set will just spend the amount the daily amount that you've given it, rather than optimizing between different ad sets, if that makes sense. So I will just leave it off because we're just going to create one ad set in this campaign today, and we can just use the ad set budget. Okay, everything else we'll leave. A/B testing, we don't have to worry about that. Okay, so let's just go next to the next section. All right, now this is the ad set. Let's call it, I'm going to call it broad targeting for car detailing, right? Or broad targeting for instant forms, right? I've already got a name here. We want to call it broad targeting instant forms. Okay, this is because we're going to be doing broad targeting. We're going to let AI, Facebook, the Facebook AI, we're going to let them choose our audience for us. All right, we're obviously going to pick the location and the radius around how far we can travel, but the rest of the targeting, we're just going to leave it up to Facebook. They're very good at delivering us results and sending our ads to the right people. More importantly, though, is that our ad creatives, the video or the image or the copy, is really good. So the next thing is the conversion location. Okay, this is where we want to set up an instant form. Now, the only other conversion location that I recommend is a messenger ad, okay? But that basically limits you just to Facebook. We didn't need to set up another one for Instagram. Instant forms, I've found, have been working really good lately, okay? And they deliver quality leads as well, all right? So we'll go instant forms campaign. And then next, you just need to accept Meta's ad terms and conditions for this page. I've already accepted them, but just make sure if you haven't accepted them, just accept them there. We want the performance goal to be maximize number of leads. Okay, the other option is to maximize the number of conversions, but we haven't set up the conversion API. It gets confusing. Let's just go maximize number of leads. It's really all we need. This here, we don't want to worry about that. Dynamic creative, we don't necessarily need to worry about that. And then ad budget, okay? Now, when starting out, I recommend no less than $15 per day, okay? I've found $20 is a sweet spot. Sometimes $15 per day is enough, but I wouldn't go any less than $15 per day. And that's all you need. And then as your ads start to perform, start to optimize, you can start to increase that to, $50 a day, $60 a day, depending on how well the ad's performing in your location. Start date is just today. We don't want to have an end date. We want to just keep it running. We don't want to have a schedule either. Okay, there's no schedule. I don't recommend a schedule because, like I said earlier, Facebook will optimize. Facebook will send your ads to the right people. If you have a potential customer scrolling Facebook at 1 a.m., right, then, if you've got a budget schedule and it's only up until 10 p.m., you're going to miss out on that potential customer. So let AI do the targeting for you. Okay. Now, when it comes to location, you definitely just want to ensure that you're targeting the correct location. Okay. So I would get more precise than a country because I'm not going to travel to the South Island. I'm currently in New Zealand right now. Okay. But let's just say, we'll go exit. Let's just say you're in the States. All right. Let's just say over here in the States, and let's just say you're in Kansas. We'll just type in here, Kansas City, right? You're in Kansas City. Cool. All right. And we've got a radius of 25 miles. So that means you're going to be, your ads will be targeting around 25 miles. Okay. And you can see the estimated audience size is 1 to 1.3 million. Okay. Now, if you live in an area with less population, that's not an issue either. I live in an area right now, and the population size is only 250,000. And we get some very good results with our ads right now. So we can see population size is actually smaller than 250,000. It is 140 to 160,000 estimated audience size. So it doesn't need to be big for these ads to really work for you. You just want to make sure that you are targeting the correct location. Okay, so let's just leave it there. And then this section here, audience plus. We just want to leave it as Advantage Plus for audience. Okay, let Facebook do the targeting, and placements. We also want to let Facebook do that as well. Okay, so let's go to the next section. All right, now this is where we actually build out the ad itself. We upload the video that we've already created, the photo, and then we write the copy. Okay. So let's name this. This will be, this can just be ASMR ad 1, right? And then we scroll down, just leave partnership ad off. Make sure your Facebook and Instagram account are selected here. Make sure it's the correct accounts. Then we go create ad, okay? And we just want to go single image or video, 1 image or video per ad, right? This here, don't worry about that. If you do live in a low area, it may have these warning signs. Don't worry. We'll just exit that. And now let's just go remove media, or we can just go replace, right? We'll just remove this. It's just Facebook's automatically giving you some media. We don't want to use that. Okay. Now we want to go add creative, set up creative. We just want to click video. I'm going to add a video to this one. And it's going to bring you to this section where you can actually complete the primary text, the headline, and the description. Okay, so what I recommend is that you just use the primary text and the headline. Don't worry about the description. Okay, and I'm going to show you what you can write in each of these. Okay, the primary text is the longer piece of copy. It's like more long form, and then the headline is just a short headline. The primary text is only displayed on, actually, I think it's displayed on both Facebook and Instagram, but it's primarily on Facebook where people will read it, because Instagram will display this to the Reels or Stories, and you won't have the primary text there. Okay, so I'm going to bring up a folder, and inside this folder, we have an area called scripts. Now I'm going to give you guys access to this folder. Okay, if I pull this up, here we have instant form setup and meta ad copy. Okay, I'm going to open this up, and then from here, we can actually find the primary text that you can use, okay, and a headline as well, right? So you guys can change this a little bit if you want, but for the ease of this video, and if you want to just copy this, you can go for it. Okay, go back to here, our primary text, paste that in. Okay, you may want to just like optimize this so it's a bit better. Remove the spaces. Okay, and now you guys can go through and change this. There's obviously your location, and have a read of it. And then we'll go to the primary text. The headline. Come back here, copy that. Okay, and then the description, like I said, just leave that. Now the call to action, this is important. We want it to be free quote or get quote. Okay, get quote. All right, now we go next. It's going to bring us to the media. Okay, I'm also going to upload something from that folder. Okay, so to do that, you just got to go upload, right? Now it's going to bring this up. What I might do is actually should be able to go back to this folder. These are example ads that you can go through and have a look. And then this is raw content that you can just go through and watch. Okay. So here's a video here. I'm going to see if I can add it there. Yes, I can. I'm just going to upload the video that I've just selected. Okay. You can see it's processing. And this is just like an ASMR POV video that I've created a while back, and we'll use it for ads sometimes, and they work well. If you have a high-performing video on your Instagram page or your Facebook page, something that gets a lot of engagement, more views than the rest, like an outlier, that's probably going to work really well as an ad. So you can test and run it as an ad in this campaign. You can test multiple ads under the ad set. I recommend testing about 2 or 3 different ads under one ad set, just so you have an idea of what one is working better. Okay, we'll go next. right? This is the ad. We'll go, you can trim it if you want. It's already been trimmed, it's already been edited. We'll go next. And then this section, just leave it as original. It doesn't really matter. Most people are watching reels and stories anyway, rather than in this section here. So we'll just go next. Okay, so these I leave on, so Meta will just do some like basic enhancements if it thinks it's right, something like color, and it will just like change around some of the text and that. So I leave these on. They work well. Okay, we'll go done. And that's the ad creative that's done, right? Now, actually, for some reason, we can see the primary text didn't get added. I'm not sure why, so I'm just going to go back and add that in there now. Cool. So that's the primary text done, and then go and add the... Cool. So that's our ad creative done. We can see our primary text is there and the headline is there. And we can actually see it on the ad now as well. And we can preview the ad on the right-hand side here to make sure it looks good. We can see actually the call to action has changed. Let's just change that back to get quote. Awesome. Now we can see click for a free quote, get quote, right? So people will click on the ad. Now the next part, this is really important, is what happens when someone actually clicks on the ad. Okay, where does it take them, right? So let's go down. Okay, now we're taking them to an instant form. So we want to create an instant form so that's the potential lead clicks on the ad and then they fill out some information that gets sent to you so that you can call them or message them. Okay, super simple, right? So I've already got some ads here already, but basically we'll just create a new one. Okay, so we'll go create form. Okay, the form type, we can just say, I'm just going to call this test lead form for YouTube. Boom. We want high volume, right? So we want more volume because at the moment, right, the thing is you can change this around later to be higher intent, which gives you more quality. But basically we just want an abundance of lead. We want as many leads coming through as possible. And then you can start to add more friction inside the form questions manually. And you can start to add more friction later on. Like ideally, you just want as many leads coming through as possible to determine the quality. And then you can start to play around with things, adding a little bit more friction to increase the quality of the lead. But in the early stages, let's just get as many leads coming through as possible. So we want more volume. Okay. Cool. Now we go next, and it's going to bring us to the headline, right? So if we go back to our document here, if we scroll down, we can see we have the different the setup that we have here. Okay, so now we're actually going to start to fill out the description, the headline, and the questions inside of the form. Right, so this first one, background image, either use the image from your ad or upload a nice image. If you have a nice image of you detailing a Lambo or something like that, add that to the background, okay? You definitely want to add a background. Now, the headline for the form, we can come back to this section here, and the headline is, your free car detailing quote is only 2 questions away. Add that there. Then the description is, please answer the following questions and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Add that there. Okay, and then we'll go next. Right, now the first question we want to ask is the type of service that they're looking for. Okay, so let's go multiple choice question. And if we come back here, question 1 is the type of detail I'm looking for is. All right. Then we want to go, is it a interior only? Or I just like 3 full detail. And then we'll go one more, which is a paint correction and ceramic coating. All right, now these 3 questions give you a good idea on what the actual potential customer wants, okay? Don't overcomplicate things with your full service list. Just have 3 basic questions that give you an idea of what they want, okay? Too many choices will confuse them. All right, now the next thing we want to do is we want to ask them how soon they want this done, okay? So go multiple choice. How soon are you wanting this done? Okay, and then I like to say ASAP. This gives us an idea on the urgency. Within the next 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And then the next one is no rush, just looking. Okay, this gives you an idea on the potential lead, and you can prioritize them based on this hierarchy. Obviously, you're going to prioritize customers that want it done as soon as possible. All right, cool. Now, the next section is the customer information. No, we want to find out what their car's make and model is. Okay, so next question is, what is their car's make and model? So we've got a new question, short answer. My car's make and model is, right? Then the next section is the customer information. Okay. And we want to make sure we add, your details are all kept secure, and we only use this to directly communicate with you. Okay. So we just say, your details are secure. Yeah. All right. So your details are secure with us. We only use them to communicate with you. Now, the first thing is their full name goes at the top. Okay. And we want to add a category, which is the contact field phone number. All right. We want their phone number. Put the phone number in the middle. Okay. And we don't want it to be optional. It needs to be mandatory. We want their phone number and email. Super important. Okay, now the next thing is you need to add a privacy policy, okay? I recommend you just go and generate one online for free. If you just type in free privacy policy online, enter in a few details, and they're going to generate a privacy policy for you. The other option is to use ChatGPT and say, hey, can you create a privacy policy for my business called XYZ? And then ChatGPT will spit something out. You can add that to your website or wherever, and then you can add the link in here as well. In the meantime, I'm not going to be able to submit anything, so I'm just going to add a random link in there. And what I'll use is my Facebook link, Control C, so just my Facebook page for now. Just go add there. Okay. And the link says visit AutoClean details privacy policy. Okay. Then we go next. Right, and then this is the last section, the ending section, okay? So we want to make sure we fill this out as well, all right? So what we want to put in here is, read these steps, Control C. Read these steps, and then the description is right here. All right, step 1, we will contact you as soon as we can via SMS or call. Step 2, we will work out a quote based on your car and the service it needs. Step 3, we'll book you into our calendar at a time that suits, okay? Then the additional action is to take them somewhere. Now, what I recommend is you take them to your Instagram page, or if you have like a Google business profile with a ton of reviews, or if you have a page on your website with a bunch of testimonials, then take them there. Okay. And what I like to say is just say, view our, actually that's the link section. What I like to say is view our recent results. Okay, and then take them to that page. Okay, it'll be like www.instagram.com. Okay, then we just go create form. All right, so create the form, and it's going to add it to this ad. All right, so that's pretty much the full Facebook, Instagram ad campaign setup done. And from there, anyone who clicks on your ad from now on, they're going to submit that information, okay? And that information is going to go through to your Meta Business Suite, and you can manage the leads in there. However, when it comes to managing leads, I highly recommend that you use a CRM, okay? Now, a CRM, which is a customer relationship management system, is a software or system where you can store all of your customer information in one place, okay? As you grow your business, you're going to get a lot of leads coming into your business from different areas. You might be running Facebook ads, you might be running Google ads, you might have a website, you might have a Google business profile, you might get people calling you, people DMing you on Instagram. There's all these different ways for people to interact with your business. And if you have all these different sources and all these different platforms, it can get quite confusing. And what typically happens is you'll lose out on a lot of income potential simply because you're not capitalizing on every single lead. So if you have a CRM, you can compile all these sources into one place, which means all of these leads can come into one place and you can manage them all from one place. So we use Go High Level to do this. And Go High Level is what I think one of the most amazing CRM systems out there, super robust. We use it in our business and a lot of our clients use it. And basically what you can do is set up automations, send out confirmation emails, reminders, and follow-ups with your customers to keep them nurtured and to keep them engaged with your business, so you can utilize as much and squeeze as much out of the potential lead as possible so that they can become a customer and a reoccurring customer. Okay, so if you click the link below, I've got a 14-day free trial for you to sign up to. Go High Level, go and check it out there. An amazing bit of software to help you manage all of the customers in your business. And also, if you want access to my complete setup, if you just send me a DM on Instagram or Facebook and just say, hey, I want your Go High Level setup, what I will do is send you a snapshot of my complete system. And from there, you'll have all of the automations, all the email templates, all the SMS templates, everything ready to go. So you don't have to worry about building it out from scratch. It is a highly optimized CRM. So if you want that, just send me a DM and I'll load it up to your Go High Level account. So from there, basically you can connect up your ad campaign to your Go High Level CRM. You do that by just going to the CRM events here under tracking. You'll go set up, you connect the data set, okay? And then you just connect it to your Go High Level account. So I'm not going to do that in this video, but what I will do is give you an example of what it could look like if it's set up correctly. Cool. So like I said, you can have all of your conversations in one place. You can see here, I've got an inbox. And if we go to the filters here, we can see how many different message channels you can connect: email, SMS, Google Business Profile, live chat, etc., etc. There's a lot there that you can connect up, so you can have all of your messages come into one place. Okay, we have a calendar system where we actually book all of our customers into this calendar, and then as soon as we book someone into the calendar, we'll send them out an automatic email and SMS confirming that booking. We also send reminders and follow-ups. And one of the best things we utilize from this system is the opportunities or the pipeline. Okay, so this is how we manage all of the leads that come into our business. Okay, so for example, someone's just saw our ad on Facebook, they've gone through, they've filled out that form, right? They've clicked submit. Now all of that information that they've just filled out, including the customer details, will be sent to our CRM system. It'll be automatically sent here. And first place it comes to is the new detailing lead pipeline. So we can see we've got a new customer right here. And if I click and open up this customer's information, we'll be able to see the type of service that they're looking for, the type of car that he has, and also their email and phone number so that we can contact them straight away. Now, this whole pipeline is set up and optimized so that we can get the most out of every single lead that comes into our business, so we're not losing out on potential customers, okay? So if you guys want that, go ahead, click the link below to sign up for a 14-day free trial. And then if you want my snapshot with all of those automations and everything already set up, just send me a DM on Instagram and Facebook. Just say, hey, I want the your snapshot, GHL snapshot, and I'll send that over to you, okay? Cool. So that's pretty much everything that you need to know to set up a high-performing Instagram, Facebook ads campaign. I hope this has been super helpful for you. Please comment below if you've found this helpful and if you're getting some good results from this campaign. I would love to hear it. And like always, please subscribe. It means a lot, and I'll catch you in the next video.